E.N.D here. Today I want to discuss with you and also analyze a particular scenario that is happening now in Magic the Gathering. I think you will recognize this card. This is Mycosynth Lattice. It is a rare card from the set of Dark Steel. I have one of these cards in very mint condition. I never played this card. Literally, I never played this card. I found it quite time ago when I opened my first booster box of Dark Steel. I think Dark Steel was one of the first set I opened. Before Dark Steel there was Mirrodin, and after Dark Steel was Fifth Dawn. Therefore yes, Dark Steel was the first set that I opened. At the time this card didn't have a lot of value. Probably I kept it in my collection. But by time the card went up in price. Yes, this particular card went up in price and reached a ceiling of around $30. The card had a unique ability. The card was quite strong and it finds place in some modern decks. Therefore, considering the Dark Steel print run at that time was quite low, and considering that not a lot of these cards exist in the market when you compare to the current standard cards, as I said, the card had a ceiling and went up in price and stayed at $30. It stayed at $30 for a quite number of years until there was a particular reprint of the card in Battle Bonds. Yes, in Battle Bonds we saw a reprint of Mycosynth Lattice. The card was reprinted in Mythic rarity. Therefore still the print run of this card was quite low considering the rare cards in the set. Battle Bond was a successful set, thanks to its unique mechanics and also, and I believe, quite relative average print run. I don't think that the print run of Battle Bonds was very high if you consider it with standard boxes. Therefore, it is making Battle Bonds quite expensive and cards in the set also quite expensive. But, as I said, the card stayed at $30, but with the reprint of Battle Bonds, injecting more cards in the market, thus increasing the supply of Mycosynth Lattice, the price tanked to $10. This is a normal effect of reprints. Reprints are there to increase the supply and decrease the price of particular cards. This is what happens to Mycosynth Lattice, and the card went down to a minimum of $10, creeping a little bit up to $11, $12. It stayed to $11, $12 until War of the Spark. And here is the story. When War of the Spark was released, there was a particular card, and I think you know what I'm going to show you. There was a particular Planeswalker, Karn the Great Creator, where it made a perfect combo with Mycosynth Lattice. Karn the Great Creator and Mycosynth Lattice made a perfect combo. Thus both cards were found themselves in certain modern decks that didn't run this type of cards until Karn the Great Creator was released. And what happens? Mycosynth Lattice went up in price and currently hitting $69 to $70. Yes, this particular card and also the card in Battle Bond both have a price currently at $60 and $70. As I said, the reason for this price, you shouldn't be surprised, because having a combo with Karn, it makes this card more desirable. People will want more of these cards to play it in their decks. Therefore, if demand increase and supply remains the same, price will increase. This is the reason why Mycosynth Lattice is at $70. And as I said, don't be surprised. What we learned about the story. We learned about the story a simple lesson. The cards that today don't have value, a rare card, an uncommon card, a common card, especially rare cards, because rares have a limited print run compared to uncommon and commons, the cards that today don't have a value, they could have value in the future with a release of a new product by Wizard of the Coast. If Wizard of the Coast Magic the Gathering release a new set, and the set has a particular card that is a perfect combo with another card, that card, especially if it's from a set from the 2000 and early 2010s set, Lorwyn, Shadowmoor, Zendikar, those sets had a relatively low print run. Darksteel, First Ravnica set, Time Spiral, those had a relatively low print run, and obviously I'm not going to Urza's block. Those have much lower print run. If one of those cards that currently sells for 50 cents, $1, if it makes a perfect combo with a new card released in a new set of Wizard of Magic the Gathering, that card will skyrocket in the price. If that card it's a reserve list, it will multiplicate tenfold the price. If it's not a reserve list and print run is limited, the price will increase. But you have to be cautious in buying this type of cards. This card, as I said, was already reprinted in Battlebond, and that does not mean that it will not be reprinted. If the price will continue to increase of this card, with most probably it will see a reprint in future sets. Leave me a comment below. What cards do you think that in the future could make a perfect combo with future cards? What cards do you hold in the hope that they will increase in price one day? I think there are a lot of cards that have potential, just they are waiting for their perfect partner. And here there's a subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel for more news, more information, more curiosities about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.